Let me finish on this last point. The duty of the born-again Christian in the light of hell. It says in Jude chapter 1, or verse 22, and of some have compassion, talking about evangelism, outreach. On some have compassion, making a difference. When you talk to a sinner, make a difference. Because some you've got to show, you have to be delicate with. You've got to show compassion. Yeah. You've got to talk about the mercy of God and the love of God. You've got to, if you're going to reach them. But it says, make a difference. In other words, look at them, make a difference. Do you preach the love of God? Or listen to the next verse. And others save with fear, not with compassion, with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment that's spotted by the flesh. Saints, some we have to save by love and compassion, others by hellfire and the fear of God. We must preach a warning about hell. Amen. Some men won't be moved. You know, you have stupid people in the church saying, oh, you shouldn't come to Jesus because you're scared of going to hell. And they say you shouldn't talk about hell. You'll scare someone into heaven, or you'll scare them out of sin. I wish I could scare some of you this morning. But you know what? I've seen enough to go, people who know about hell, it doesn't move them unless they want Jesus Christ. Yeah. They really don't. It's talking about rescuing men with fear in your heart. They're going to hell. And you hate the garment spotted by flesh. When you're evangelizing, you better hate sin. Amen. Or else you could enter into their sin. Yeah. You could actually use your evangelism in a sinful way where you get affected by sin. Yeah. We're here to save souls from hell. We're here to rescue them. It's a statement often be said, there's a heaven to gain and a hell to shun. The great evangelist Reinhard Bonnke from Germany, who evangelized all through Africa, he used to often say, I'm plundering hell to populate heaven. What a vision for a whole continent to say, I am plundering hell. Are we doing that in Limerick? Do we have a vision to say, I want to plunder the drug dens and the Catholic churches and the streets and atheism and the schools where they're teaching evolution? I want to plunder these places of hell in order to populate heaven. Let me close. A poem was written about what someone would write in hell. Listen to this as I close. It's called My Friend. It's for every one of you in this room. It's what someone would write. Remember Jesus told about what a man would say in hell, that rich man. What he said, how he thought, how he prayed. Listen to this of someone speaking from hell to you here this morning. My friend, I stand in judgment now and feel that you're to blame somehow. On earth I walked with you day by day, and never did you point the way. You knew the Lord in truth and glory, but never did you tell me the story. My knowledge then was very dim. You could have led me straight to Him. Though we lived together on earth, you never told me of the second birth. And now I stand this day condemned because you failed to mention Him. You taught me many things, that's true. I called you friend and I trusted you. But I learned now, and far too late, that you could have saved me from this fate. We walked by day and talked by night, and yet you showed me not the light. And let me live and love and die. You knew I'd never live on high. Yes, I called you friend in life, and laughed with you through joy and strife. And yet I'm coming to the end. I cannot now call you my friend. C.T. Studd said, some want to live within the sound of church or chapel bell. But I want a rescue shop within a yard of hell. Saints, we're there. This church is there. Within a yard of hell, God has placed this church. And you've got friends and family and people around you who one day, if you don't tell them, they'll curse your name eternally. Let's pray together.